Patty Christensen, Hand CRPS lady. Been having a lot of trouble with my vision, like a lot of trouble. And I was afraid it was a CRPS or a migraine issue, and I was afraid there was actually something really wrong with my eyes. And I finally got into my eye guy through my insurance. It was about a 3-month wait, but he was worth it. It was actually really, really good. And I went in there and I explained, I've got CRPS, that makes everything go crazy in my body, and I get migraines, and I'm really worried because my vision is just trash. So she has me sit in the chair, and they put the thing on. Do you see better? This, that, she first has me sit down. I can't see anything. I'm like, I can't even see the top line. Something's really wrong. So I'm kind of freaking out thinking I have an eye disease. And then she puts the little thing, and they can, which is better, 1 or 2, da 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 da. And I can see. I'm like, she's like, what's the lowest you can read? And I said, well, it says made in China. I can see even the teeny tiny stuff. So she says, so good. Good news is glasses will fix all of this. So they gave me a prescription, and let's see what it says. In fact, I'll old school it. There we go. All right. The prescription's not that bad. So for distance, it's 0.75 on both eyeballs. That's not so bad. And then reading, it actually has at 2.25, which is interesting because these are 1.75s. And if I do 2, it's too strong. But, this is just like the store-bought kind versus custom for me kind. So I said, all right, well, where do I go get glasses? Because apparently you guys aren't going to let me buy from Temu anymore. And they said, no more Temu for you, not even Walmart. So they had me go to this very specific Costco. And I thought, well, that's random. Why this very specific Costco? But I went there, and there was this guy, and his name is Chris, and he's got the long flowing locks, and he's, one of those kind of guys. But he was amazing. He says, because I don't have the patience for any of this nonsense. And I just said, look, I'm old, I'm cranky, just give me some sturdy, don't stand out glasses and we'll be happy. And then he walked through all things, how much time do you spend outside versus how much time, computer time. And I said, well, frankly, computer time is a big deal. So I've got some glasses that really focus on the close in and aren't as worried about the long for when I'm sitting at my desk. But then I also got the transitioning, or no, that's not the right word. Whatever the word is, where you see distance out of the top and close out of the bottom. And he said, no, that's going to take some getting used to. And I remember I tried once and I couldn't do it because it was just so weird. He just said, the important thing is don't look with your eyes, look with your head. You got to move the whole head so that because if you just look to the side, then it's going to be a mess and you're probably going to throw up because of the distortion on the sides. So I got that, and we're just going to see how it goes. But I'm really excited because I really thought something was really, really, really wrong with my eyes because they're just trashed. But as soon as we put on those corrective lenses, both far and close, I was easily corrected to 20/20, and even these prescriptions aren't that strong. So they said it takes about a week or so to get the glasses in. And when that happens, the one thing he said is it's got built-in blue light, but it doesn't do this where you can always see that, how this annoys that there's all this reflection. He said it's got the built-in, but without the reflection. So hopefully that'll help these videos too.